already about SQL. SQL is basically one of a programming language called as declarative programming language. It is expected that you will get the both kind of a questions like theory or practical combination of a questions. So let me take your first question only because first you need to see what type of a question you may expect. So few papers which I have collected from that only. I will just I will show to you.
Sir, your mic is muted.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Because continuous, I'm shuffling, na, I mean, pages. So due to that. Okay, thank you. So module two, you see here question number three. Both chapters questions they clubbed in the same question. 3A, B, C. They split it, and this question is containing 20 marks. You can see here. So how they have split it? First question they asked directly, what is relational model constraint? In yesterday class, sorry, evening, I have shared notes. In that, this I have explained in short way. You can frame this question's answer from that only. 3B, there is a constraint violation, and three types of a constraint violation may occur: insert, delete, and update. That also I have given answer. It's a theoretical only. Just read it, you will come to know. Practically, I will explain. And as I said, if you will get later on any doubt, you may reach out to me or a Bhargav sir, anyone. You will get the problems answers, right? Now, 3C, you see here, question number 3C. Uh, Create queries for the table called as employee that contain attribute employee number, employee name, and what is that? Employee number, employee name, age, address, job, salary, commission, and write the following, I mean, constraint they have asked. Please do admit your friends, those who are coming. They are coming late itself, right? So set the primary key, unique key, and check whether that is constraint default or what. Many things are they given as a rule which you have to apply. Modify the unique constraint to not null constraint, like that. You know, unique constraint or unique key may null. You have to change it into not null, like that. You have to do. Then retrieve the details of employee whose address from the Bangalore or Delhi or Mumbai. They already given hint. When you will solve such type of questions, they will give the hint what type of address you can keep. So this type of address you can keep, right? So after that, they have asked retrieve the data which is having salary between this given range, right? So such type of a question expected in your exams, internal examination. So this is how you can prepare and plan for your internal examinations. As Vijay was asking, sir, please give me some important questions. So you consider these questions only important. Some more or less they will frame in that order only, because this is the only for us one of sample which we will take for the questions, right? They might change the what you can say values or some scenarios, right? But similarity will be like that only. Now you observe fourth number question, integrity constraint. If you go through my notes, this only five lines of answers for that directly I have given, right? Even I have prepared in the questions answers format. And if any doubt is there, you let me know. Even I will share the PPT also, right? Which will help you to prepare these things. And SQL, I will in today this class, I will start. So, and you down, you can see the 4C complete SQL based question. I mean, you have to create one table called as student, another table called as faculty, another table called as course, another table called as you can see here enrollment, like that. Four tables you have to create, and based on that, few question, I mean, few given tasks you have to perform. So these things, right? I hope you got the idea what kind of a question they may ask. Let me show few more papers so that you will get more idea, more clarity. Now again you see question number 3, entity type, entity set, right? Actually, this is a part of module 1 only. I don't know how they have given in such a way. Okay. So you can see here fourth A, SQL create and drop command, right? This type of a question they have asked. DML command they have asked. Direct theory they have asked. Rather giving any writing query program, they directly given the theory. You define it, theoretical perspective. So both is required to learn. Okay. So guys, let me start now. Okay. You got the idea what kind of a question they might ask. Otherwise, you can see one or two more paper. That's why see here types of attributes they have asked. Okay. And you see here fourth B, direct query they have asked, right, from the student table. So you can, and this question I will solve in today's class, right? Fourth B. This question actually bit tricky. So let me explain now. So let me share first whiteboard or PPT first. Theory first I will explain. I hope PPT is visible. Is that visible? Please confirm. Please confirm, anyone? PPT is visible
Yes,
and
sir,
I'm
visible.
yes, yes. Okay, thank you. So, okay. Now you see here some theoretical perspective. SQL is called as a structured query language. Okay. And this is used to interact with the relational databases. You want to interact with relational, I mean, databases, you need some language. In that structured query language, one of the uh, query language which is helping to talk with the database, right? Talking means how you can insert the data into the database, how you can manipulate the data into the database, other than how you can manipulate, I mean, modify, update, or any other operation you want to perform, any constraint you want to apply. So with the help of SQL, you can give. See, what theory I am giving you, I never remember, I mean, memorize it. I just did some work, and based on my understanding, I am doing here, doing this all. And same thing, same way you have to write, right? Second, they are telling they are playing the very major role in popularizing the what you're calling it relational database. Again, the same line. And moreover, this is universal language which is accessing and managing the relational database, and the one of the main driver behind the success of popularity of a relational database. So I can say that nowadays whatever DBMS companies are out there, you are seeing, for example, Oracle or MySQL or whatever DBMS companies are out there, they got their popularity because of SQL only. Understood? So SQL was this much powerful, and I will tell some more story about it in a different PPT. This PPT first you see, then different theoretical PPT I will show, then practical. Last 3 to 4 I will give the practical. 2 to 3 only theory coverage, right? So whatever I am going to explain here, it's just historical. I mean story theory. So why SQL became standard? So earlier in 1970.
Sir, mic.
Why this mic is always automatic getting off? Okay, thank you. So in that, you observe that I'm talking about SQL standard when they made it standard. So this got their standard in 1970s. Why they did? Because they wanted to make easy migration from one
Sir, it is muted.
Guys, if anyone is doing mute, please don't do. Otherwise, I will track whose movement it is there. I'm strictly telling. If you are coming here for fun, please don't come. We are not free for this work only. And though I'm recording it, I'm the same thing I will forward to the team also. They will track who is doing this. So most commerce, I mean, they got their commercial success after this SQL only. Before it was not that much successful, and they got their standard through NC and ISO. These type of a question they may not ask, but as a beginning, you should keep in mind what is the story and what is the things were when the SQL were evolved. Now, practical relational model versus theory. I mean, SQL versus theory. So what relational modeling in first chapter we were doing, that is theory, right? And what we will write the commands, I have explained in the first module only SQL language. So through that commands we will write, that is called as your SQL. So relational model, basically mathematical foundation that I will explain. And this practical means you will use SQL syntax, for example, data definition language, manipulation language, transactions, and control, right? And basically, SQL is high level and user friendly declarative language. So you can note down here declarative language. It is not a programming like some kind of procedural or oops. It is a declarative programming language. So keep in mind, it's not a procedural. It's not operate oops based. It's just a declarative program. Why declarative? We are giving the command direct here. And moreover, you are generalizing the relational algebra through some SQL commands. So this is what about this. What is relational algebra? That I will explain. Don't worry. And few SQL functions and their properties given that you go through. I will share this all everything. Some story is given. And for you, I have done one thing. Let me admit to all who are waiting. Okay. I have done one thing that is called as here I have listed one link SQL roadmap, a complete guide 2025, right? Guys, this link alone is enough for your this internal exam. This link I'm telling you. This link, if you are able to complete, you are ready for the first internal with respect to uh, SQL, I can say. Whatever question they will frame for the SQL, this link alone will cover. Okay. So later I will share. You go through this link and convince yourself. Very easy it is. This lecture will help you to understand those concepts. Okay. What are the practical topic in today's lecture we will cover? That is one DDL, DML, and this is also DML only. these two are DML, then we will understand DCL and TCL. Okay, this is what the purpose. Later on, some languages, what is views, what is integrity constraint, what is transaction control. This I will explain through practical only. What is SQL core and extensions? So, something you have heard about tools. For example, Snowflake. This is falls under extension. So the such type of a tools, for example, if you are using tools, let's say data mining, OLAP, or any such type of mechanism to store data, that is called as extension. Core means direct DBMS, which you are using for the your SQL programming. What kind of a question you may expect from these what discussion we have done? So why is SQL standardization crucial for the DBMS migration and interoperability? Because you want commercially successful and you want easy data communication between the different SQL providers. This is what the answer for that. Second question is SQL differ from the relational algebra? Yes, practically it is differ. Relational algebra something which is conceptual modeling, and SQL is a high level of a declarative programming. And this question they have asked DDL, DML, TCL, and DCL. Those kind of answers I will give, right? And what is the declarative approach and their advantages they have asked. Such type of a question you may expect. So this is about some a small theoretical idea you go through. We will not give you much time on this. And let me share the actual PPT, and then only you can understand uh, this PDF. And I hope 1 minute, guys. Let me take, yes. This chapter 6 and basic SQL is visible. Please confirm. Anyone? Chapter 6 basic SQL is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So you can see it's a 54 pages of a PPT that you need to learn. And from here only you have to concentrate, right? So this what it is written, this is your syllabus. You can cross check with your syllabus. Topic is SQL data definition and data types. Maybe theoretically they will ask define SQL data definition and data types. Then at that moment, these are which I will explain. Is specifying constraint in SQL. That also is the part of syllabus. Constraint means your keys only, right? And I will say in my absence, some 1 hour of a class, you please ask to Bhargav sir conduct on this constraint, relational model constraint and SQL constraint both. Then you will get the ample understanding. Otherwise, it will be always confusing. Okay, though I will try in the online lecture, but still interactive classes are required. So that's in that way I'm just suggesting to you all. I have already communicated with sir. Sir will take basic retrieval queries in the SQL. Retrieval process I will explain how to insert, how to delete, how to update through that. This all operations we will do, and some additional features also we will see. And this is entire your syllabus, right? So what is SQL? SQL is considered as one of the most major uh, utilized language in the database, right? And due to that, only all the database provider got their success, right? Before that, it was not like that. SQL basically originated through the relational predicate calculus. As I told you, basically it's nothing but relational algebra with set theories. Okay, so SQL is the combination of predicate calculus and tuple calculus. So you know, relation means table, rows and columns. In that only you need to perform some calculus. Calculus means some mathematical algebraic operations, which was proposed by as the language called as Square in 1970, right? It was earlier Square. Later on, the scientist changed the name SQL, right? And which was originally a term coined in the one paper they published called as sequel to Square. See, this was the history behind the SQL. And at that moment, IBM was not able to take copyright That moment in 1970, IBM was not that much big company. It was a very small one office company, right? And nowadays it is they are like a ruling company. So the other people abbreviated the same. This terminology squared is equal to square as a SQL. But later on, after standard, this got much popularity SQL, and later on it called as a structured query language. This is a small brief about SQL. Suppose in your exam, by mistake, they will ask brief about SQL. So these things you can write. Yeah, we will suppose you should write these things. SQL is informal and practical for the relational data model, right? Whatever relational modeling you will do, for that, how you can perform practical, that SQL will help. This is what the SQL. In your interview or in Viva, wherever they will ask, define the SQL, you please define in such a way, right? And go through some Wikipedia for this SQL, you will come to know more about, right? So now, second very important topic, SQL data definition, data types, and standards. So in yesterday class only, while explaining of a relational model, I explained basically this, what you're calling it, table, rows, columns, everything, right? So you are well aware about that. So I'm not going to touch this. Now, if you are getting any doubt, please let me know. Though I'm expecting that it is clear to you. This, now I need to explain, I need to recall your things with the help of this what I have explained in my first module. So I hope this whiteboard is visible for you all. So now you see, uh, so in SQL, basically you will use four languages, right? You will see four languages. These four languages are: first language is definition language, second language is DML language, third language is DCL language, and third language is TCL language. Understood? These three languages are there. Okay. One by one, you please understand what is this. DDL is nothing but data definition language. DDL is nothing but data definition language, which is containing create. First, you need to define your database, right? So you will use create. You will use drop also. You will use truncate also, right? And moreover, you will use a few more, for example, what you're calling it, some three, four, commands you are using in the DDL, right? So these things will help you use command you are using. This all called as DDL because you are defining with the help of this your data definition languages, right? Similarly, you have a DML. So please, whatever I'm telling, I will explain these everything with the help of practical. So these commands you have to just keep in mind because which command is coming under which language, if you are aware, you can easily work on this, right? And guys, please follow the time. Who are coming late, for them I'm telling, please follow the time. This is not the right tactics to come late. Now, second language is our DML language. Though we have already explained, covered in the classroom, but now we are going to practically work on this, right? So DML is very popular for retrieval or query. You are using the select. After that, insert. After that, you are using the few more, for example, update. You are using the delete also you are using. So these things are coming under modification, okay, manipulation, right? After the DCL, DCL is we are using for the transaction purpose. Two commands are there: grant and revoke, right? Revoke, and one more TCL for the transaction control language. You are using the commit. If you are thinking that your defined database is correct, commit it. Otherwise, you can roll back at one step behind so that you can easily edit your database, right? So for that reason, we have a TCL and one more, a very important save point. This is also one of the command which we are using in the SQL. You observe, guys, you have to keep in mind these commands. with respect to languages. This is what SQL we will work. But to support this, we need clauses. Alone, you can't work. Clauses you required. Clauses means how you can, based on the some constraint or conditions, you can, frame your database. For example, one clause is called as where clause. Where clause, very important. For example, you are talking about one row or one column, but in between which particular value you are talking about, at that moment you will use where clause. So clauses are nothing but which is connecting the your actual database work into what definition or what work you want to perform at the particular instance. So clause is connecting protocol, you can say, right, which is helping to take you as a proper manner in the table in the proper place. So clauses, and there are so many clauses: where clause, having clause, and so many clauses. Later on I will explain about clauses. Time being we will work on the basics only, right? So this you have to just keep in mind. Okay, perfect. And moreover, you need data type here, right? That I will explain with the help of PPT. And you need operator also. Guys, whatever you have done in normal programming language as a data type or as a, you can say, operator in normal programming languages, whatever you have done, all are applicable in the, you can say, SQL equally. There is no difference. For example, if I will say logical operator, what do you mean by the logical operator? Okay, so what meaning is of a logical
Sir, Mike.
talking about? I think I'm talking about operator and data types, right? Which data type you have studied in the normal programming languages, all are ditto applicable in the SQL. So 99% cases, one or percentage, I can say some deviation is there that we will see with the flow of our SQL requirement. Okay. If your friends are joining, please take to them inside because they're coming itself late. That is not correct. Uh, Roll number CS 180. Do you have any doubt? You have raised your hand. If you have doubt, you can ask direct. No problem. Take it as interactive. Okay, guys. So I hope this much is clear to you, right? So operators, recall your data types and operators. And one more thing, data types can be inbuilt or user defined. Both types of data types are applicable in the SQL. It is up to our requirement. Okay. So both types of data types are applicable. So which one is easy way we can proceed with respect to the this how you will use your this commands in the SQL that we will see during our SQL declarative programming time, right? So I hope this is clear to you. Now let me take the again the same PPT which I was there. I hope it is now visible. Data definition. Data definition is nothing but this table, rows, column, and their relations, and number of rows, number of columns, their types. Everything is under definition. Okay, they are talking about definition. So definition is nothing but how you are defining the table. I mean, what are the preliminary requirement to define the table? For example, one table you need, table name. In that, some column will be there, some rows will be there, right? These all things are a requirement of these creating the table. And relational model basically terms using like relation, tuples, attributes. Same thing they have written. Tuple relation, rows, sorry, table relation, rows tuple, column attribute like that. Okay. Now, whenever you want to create database or whenever you want to create tables, you need one command called as create command. Okay. And create command belongs to only DDL, right? Data definition language. This is main SQL command in the data definition. See. highlighted it is. And they explain about something. The language has features like defining the data manipulation and transaction control. And they have explained this in the actually your Navate book with respect to chapters. So these chapters they have mentioned. And if you observe what notes I have shared yesterday, in that I have mentioned diagram or figure numbers. That figure numbers also you have to take from the Navate book only. I did not draw in the note. I mean that your notes, whatever I have shared. So you please refer. I will share this PPT to you all. You can follow this also to complete those kind of points. Okay. Now I'm taking on next. When SQL got their standard. So in 1986, SQL got their first standard. After that, time to time, they upgraded themselves and their versions they released. Later on, standard 99 divided into core and is extension means one is specialization, another one is sorry, specific core specification and specialized extensions. I mean, they categorize based on the client server architecture and this that, which installation process in Haribari we have seen. That also they are talking about. That is theoretical part. You don't worry. You will not get this such a complex question from these area. You have to work on only SQL. So with the flow of PPT, I am just covering the this theoretical perspective. You explore this. For example, in 2008, they implemented object-oriented features in the SQL itself. 2006, they implemented extensive markup languages. Extensive markup language is one of the no SQL-based language, right? So in fifth module, we will learn about this. And moreover, many upgradation behind that this SQL they have done, right? So these all things and go through Wikipedia. You will come to know more. Now again, schema and catalog concept in the SQL. Guys, these two things you have to understand properly. What is schema and what is catalog? So to make you understand for that, I will take you on the MySQL Direct, so that you will not get any confusion. Otherwise, the theory, how much time you will read, you will always get the confusion. Okay. So whoever your friends are coming, please take in. I'm sharing the MySQL so that the schema and the what you are calling it. Catalog you can explain properly. Though we have covered this topic multiple time, but still, uh, okay. Workbench I have shared. Now you can observe the same workbench which we are using in the classroom. The same thing I'm explaining here. Here you can observe where I'm hovering my mouse if it is visible. I think it's a visible, right? And I'm audible properly. And it is in recording mode, I think. We are running this class in the recording mode. I want to check that also. 1 second, guys, please allow me. Recording is running. Okay, perfect. So I hope this MySQL is visible to you. This schema is written. This schema is nothing but it's you can say conceptual representation of this left side, whatever you are seeing that I mean this database. For example, you both of you belongs. I mean it's a accumulated class B2 and B1 both. So B1 is completely CS. So for that this one structure I have taken. And for B2, I have explained these things. So you can observe what is the purpose of showing this. This what you are seeing. This is database. Okay. Database name you have given. Please listen very carefully. Database name is given B2 others similar to BCS. This means that it's nothing but it's a schema, right? It's a database schema. So under the database schema, what you will get? Table you will get, views you will get, procedures you will get, functions you will get, similar to you can see here also. So what is this all? What tables you are seeing? You see in tables, if you are clicking, you are getting more tables. Similarly, if you have created views or procedures or functions, similarly, you will get the views, procedures, and functions. In your syllabus, procedure and views is there. I think functions are not there, but still I will explain functions. Few functions I will explain, don't worry. So which will come inside to these things. Views means virtual representation of your same schema. Procedures and function later on I will explain. So you take the example of this, what this is doing. So I am explaining here what is schema and what is table. Schema is nothing but the structure in which order the your uh, I mean, database and their tables are organized. Catalog is, you can say, conceptual container. Catalog is nothing but it's a conceptual container. For example, database is there, inside the database table is there, inside the table is, you see, your one column is there, right? If you click on the column or attribute batch one, in that columns are there, and in columns you see these attributes are there. Understood? So this is what one container which is keeping the or organizing the your definitions, right? Schema. This is what the major difference between schema and container. Please be focused. I'm repeating again. Schema and container both are in the conceptual relevance is there in the your database. In the database, whichever you are seeing upper part, this is called as schema. Schema is nothing but the definition part of the you can say how you are defining the your database tables and you are organizing the other facts inside that. That is called as schema. But what is catalog? Catalog is nothing but container in which order your actual, uh, you can say your database tables and their respective columns are their indexes or foreign key or triggers or views or procedures or functions are getting organized. That is called as catalog. Okay. So in first module, if you go back and read, you will come to know, you will get the sense what the purpose of catalog and what is the purpose of schema. Now it is practical relevance I'm showing here. If I will use those things here practically, uh, definitely it will go to these containers only. They will store inside this defined schema and their catalog only. Catalog means, for example, batch one. Batch one is one of the table. In that table, one column is there called as four attributes in that department branch and some code and address, something we have taken, right? So this is one of the container and you will call it catalog for the batch one, right? And where it is in the table is nothing but it is you can say the schema, or else in the database b2 others, this is called as you can say schema. Okay, schema is upper layer of a definitions part and a structured way how these particular things are organized in the given pattern conceptually which you are seeing in the leftmost of your SQL under schema, that is called as container, and that container itself called as your catalog, right? Okay, I hope this makes sense. Now let me take you on again. I will share the PPT. So multiple time will come to PPT part, multiple time will come to the our practical part, so that you can correlate both things. Okay, and which points you are feeling that you need to remember, please mark it in your notebook, right? Uh, Otherwise, if you are getting later on any doubt, you raise the doubts. I will clear the doubts. Okay. Don't first of all hesitate for anything. Okay. Hmm. I hope I have shared now this schema and catalog concept, right? It is visible. So you can, I mean, you can share your thumb also to justify that yes, it is visible, right? Guys, it's visible. Is schema and catalog concept in SQL? Anyone please respond? Guys, are you there?
Sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yeah, thank you. You can even in chat box or you can press thumb also, no problem. That is visible. Okay, so the practical scenario I have shown for the schema and the catalog, the same thing in the theoretical perspective they have written, right? They are telling we cover the basic standard SQL syntax. There are variation in existing RDBMS system. So SQL schema is nothing but the name which is you are defining. For example, database name you have given, table names you have given, some attributes name you have given. Those things called as the definition part, right? And their elements, for example, table name, if rule you are defining, views are defining, domains. Domains is you can see instance. I told you, with range. For example, mobile number. One of the constraint which must be 10 digits only. So domain is of 10 digit, right? That is also come under that one. And other things which is you are using for the constructing table and their definitions. And each statement of SQL ends with semicolon. So that I will teach you, don't worry, practically. Now, catalog concept, please understand. After that, I mean, suppose you are creating the some table or database. So this is the syntax they have given. If you are not writing this syntax, so one syntax I will give, I mean, different also, that is also applicable. For example, create database name. That is also okay, right? No problem. So both are okay. And catalog is nothing but named collection of schema in the SQL environment, which you have seen that in organized manner it was there. SQL also has the concept of a cluster of a schema. You have seen that how inside the things were organized. That is they were telling. Okay, theoretically. Now one is waiting. Who is this? Shivam. Okay. So uh, the syntax are given. Right? You can see specifying relations. I mean, you want to create new table, so you have to give the first table name. You have to define the attributes, their data types, and some constraint. For example, null or not null, or keys, primary key or which key. So these they are talking about. These all scenario and relational model yesterday only explained for even long that I have explained can I mean this is syntax. You can see create table name. There are two ways of creating table name. One is I mean creating table. One is create table database dot table name. Or else if you have selected database and you are using this database under the schema, then directly you can write create table name. That's it. Understood? This is how you will create. This is one of the syntax. Now, create table, base table, I mean, base table, this is table. One is views, you were saying that, no? This I will come later, not now, later. Okay, this is nothing but basically, it's not a physical file, it's a virtual file. That later virtual relation I will explain. Timing, we will focus on this only. Relation and its tuples are actually created and stored in the file by the DBMS. Okay, so you know table and in that rows and columns. You observe this company relational database schema. There are in company some entities are what employee, department location, project works on, dependents. These were the entities we have studied in the lectures, right? So these are the few attributes you are seeing that. Now you will get only one confusion here. What is this? This arrow points. What is this arrow points? If you recall yourself, I was explaining keys, right? In the keys, I was telling if you want to connect multiple tables together, you need primary key only. And whatever underline are given in the this particular attributes, all are called as primary key. But which one is the first table and which one is the second table? If they both are getting communicated together, in such a case, first table primary key will be primary key, but second table primary key will become foreign key, right? And this is how these arrows are connected together. For example, you want to connect this table employee with the department. So how you will connect it? This SSN will get connect with department number. I mean, not department number. This you can see manager SSN. Okay, this will contain the same what value you have given to the SSN, the same value this must contain, then only you can connect. So this become what you can call it foreign key, right? So this is primary key, this is foreign key. Similarly, if you want to connect employee table with the department location, if they have connected and they did not connect to this that, okay. So how they have connected? Through the department table. Means if you want to communicate with department location, you need to connect with first department table. I mean, this is how hierarchy they have maintained. So this hierarchy is running based on only, I can say, uh, through primary key and foreign key only. So this phenomena they have explained. Just go through, try to connect by yourself. And if you are getting any doubt, please let me know. This concept I have explained theoretically in the classroom, right? Okay. Which is very important actually, I can say very important. Now, next part is you see one possible database state means these values whatever field, okay, in the company relational database schema. You see if employee table is there and these are the attributes are there, so these with respect to values you can fill, okay. So this is what they have done. You go through this, okay, you understood, you are understanding what I'm doing here. Name, middle name, last name, their SSN, their birth date, their address. This address should be atomic. Okay, this address should be atomic. They have given in such a way, but this is not the correct way. Either you use underscore or some dash part. Don't use comma. Okay, this generic meaning they have given, but through SQL you can't achieve in such a way, right? So this way they have filled the details that we have to learn how to fill these things, how to create this name, this attributes and these values, how to put null value. This all we have to learn, right? And the similar way we have another what you can say, what you are calling it. Tables, for example, department and department location. Now observe, something should be common in the between the tables. For example, department and department location. You observe here department number and department number both are common. You see the values here 451. Here also you can see 451. Okay, so four number. How many four number are there? One only. Stafford. So phone number means administration belong to location called as Stafford. If five number you say, there are a few more values they have given, Bilarier and Sugarland and Houston. Some locations they have given, American locations. So these three locations belongs to research, right? So this is how you will connect with this common numbers. I mean, this will call as primary key. This may call as foreign key. So this is how you can connect. And you see here, last column of the employee table also given department number only. 541 541. So some common value will be required to connect the one table to another table. So one is called as primary key, and if second table for the same column will called as foreign key. I mean, this is what the bonding. So this table will connect if you want to connect this table employee with department. So this particular department will connect with this department number. If you want to connect department with department location, then this department number will connect with this department number, right? So this is how you will connect the tables. Similarly, works on project and department, and this time also you observe here in the works on this project number they have given, and the project also the some project number have they have given. Now different project numbers and work peoples are working, okay, and these are the project numbers, right? You see here values are unique, but here values are repeated. This means that this is foreign key, this is primary key. Similarly, dependent also dependent must be depending on some employee table. You see this employee you will get here also, okay. So this is weak entity and this is strong entity. So overall what scenario I have explained in the classroom, same thing you are understanding in the table also, right? This is how you have to plan to create table, to connect table, to fetch the data from the table. Now suppose if someone will ask employee number, this one, you take this one, what is the department name? So let's say department name some Theodore, right? And he's a male and his birth date something given, and his relation is son. Son with to whom? Now you need to search his record from the employee table from where he is belonging. So this query you have to write. Later on we'll see on this, right? Okay, now the major syntax part. Everyone, I want everyone's concentration for 5 minutes for this particular topic. Okay. It's just a theory, another 10 minutes of a theory after that direct practical, right? You observe this particular how to create the tables. You see, create table employee. So what was the attributes? First name, middle name, last name, SSN, birth date, address, gender, salary, and there some super SSN they have taken, some department number they have taken, respective data types they have taken, and some Constraint they have applied. You see, bold, some not null, it is given, that is called as constraint. Okay. Every time who is coming and going, this is what they are doing. Okay. As simply, SSN, they declared this SSN. You observe here, they declared it as a primary key. You can write the primary key here also, no problem, but they have, separately they have mentioned. Similarly, they have created department table. Again, they have declared some constraint like primary key, unique key, foreign key, and this is formula for foreign key and reference. I mean, formula. Foreign key, this particular attribute will be foreign key, which is referencing the SSN for the employee table as a primary key, right? This is how they are working on. Similarly, create table, department location, and they have declared. Okay, so this is called as your attribute. This middle column called as your data type, and this one is called as constraint while creating the table. So few more, I think, yes. Another, there were entities were there. Table name, project table name. Similarly, they have created the attributes, data types, and their constraints. Again, works on basically relation, but you have seen that a few attributes we have declared on the relations also called as hours, right? So that is you have to declare here. In some cases, you have declared taken few more I mean attributes on the relations that you have to declare. Okay. And you know the scenario when you have to declare the attributes on the relations. Guys, I want everyone should try to understand what this mean. This when we should go with the relation and their attributes. These are the direct entities where you have made I mean table and their attributes. But this is relation means connection. Relation means connection between the tables. So, when some certain scenario will be there at that moment, through the relations also you can create the what you're calling it attributes, and that will create the one different table. Okay. Then this weak entity dependent table you have created, and this is they have given some primary key, foreign key. This practically we will understand more. This is you can say defined syntax for the with respect to tables. This is one generic example they have taken. Whenever in your exam they might ask for the different databases. So similarly, you have to select this table name and their attributes and their data types, and they for example, project name should not be null. So they declared not null. Not null is inbuilt operator, I can say, right? Not null is inbuilt operator in SQL. Similarly, unique, primary key, foreign key, these are the inbuilt feature of the keys. Okay. In the you will get in the MySQL directly. Okay, that I will let you know. Okay, now very important topic called as the data types. Data types. Okay, I know this is going to be very challenging for you all to understand in one class, in one stretch, everything. That too, I am going bit fast. I am recording this video. I am recording. I will share with you all. If you want to recall the things, just repeat the video. You will come to know at your pace also. Okay, but try to engage with the class. And if you want to make some note, you can take the notes also. And the same PPT I will share for your exam point of view, right? Because these topics directly they have mentioned in your syllabus part. So if they will ask, for example, you define the SQL data types. So from here you can start the writing. SQL having data type. First, you define what is data type, right? In your words, what is domains? That is, domains is nothing but user-defined data types. Domains means here, in terms of data type, domains is nothing but user-defined data types. In general, domains are nothing but which is range, right? Okay. For example, scholarship. One question they have asked, and they have told you take domain as a data type. So don't get confused. This is user-defined data type. Okay. So you can categorize here category of data types. Guys, this lecture only I am conducting for the internal exam point of view. This doesn't mean that in our actual class we will not do this. We will do this again until you will not 100% confident on the SQL topic. I will not move on further. And depending on this only, we have to construct one project also. Okay, so till internal examination, nobody will ask for the project work, but right after we have to, in the war mode, we have to complete one good project based on the clusters, right? So for the sake of those things, please try to understand these logics are very important, because this will directly help to organize your logic in the your project work. So basic data types are basically, you can say, integer data type, string data type, and moreover many other data, bit string data type, boolean data type, date type of data types. After that, some more data types are they are like time stamp. This is time and date, interval data type. So these are few extra data types. After that, user defined data type, for example, domains, type. These are the user defined data type, and you can observe here user defined data types they have written. Okay, so these kind of a data types we have. So in your exam, they're asking data type, you have to write from this. Okay, we have integer type, we have a string type. So in integer type, you see numeric type. Okay, numeric type means integer number. So your data type should be in the caps form. You have to write in integer or int or small int. These three types of integer data types, and this depending on you can say their range. If normal integer value, for example, till lakhs, you can six digit, you can say, under integer. This also similar to just abbreviation int. A small int means if you have a small, integer value, 100, 2, 3, 4, you can keep. We are actually habitual of writing int, so that's why we are going always for int value, right? Similar way decimal or floating point value. So you have a float or real or double precision. So this is called as floating values, right? Similar type of things you have studied in the programming language also. Now you have a character type, okay, string type. So there are two categories. One is fixed length, another one is variable length. When you are well aware about that, I have a fixed length of a particular attribute. At that moment, you can use char or character. Both are same. Only thing is abbreviation, okay, and give the length. Okay, they have give the length in bracket. Similarly, if you have a variable length, varchar, we are using the varchar always, because we don't know how long string will be. Okay, so we are giving this some certain length, and in the variable length we are taking. Similarly, we have a char. Don't give any length, use only char. Similarly, varying and character varying. These are all type of things we are using. Till now, we are working on only varchar. So we will focus on varchar only, and most of things you will solve through varchar. In some certain cases, you will use this char also, right? Okay. We have a few more data types called as bit string. Bit string data type means fixed length, bit, 0, 1. And again, 0, 1 only, but you don't have a fixed length. Uh, if I can explain it, I can say you have some four digit of a bits. So 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1. You can insert fixed length. If you don't know how many length of the this bit value will be there, then at that moment bit varying you will give, right? So this example we will do. One actually in the classroom we will do this all examples one by one. Uh, Boolean data type similar to your normal Boolean data type in programming language, true, false, or null. This is called as Boolean data type. Okay, returning at a time only one value, right? Either true or false or null. Okay, date date is one of the, you can say, data type. In that they are talking about year, month, day. So this is one of the formatting. You may re-manipulate the formatting, and you can re-manipulate it. That is what they are telling. For example, in India, this is not the pattern. Our pattern is DD, MM, and YYYY. But in America, the pattern is first year, then month, and then date. So you can change according to your geographical location. Okay. So these are the another few set of data types. Whatever I'm explaining here, you have to learn properly. And then timestamp. Okay, you want to display with time zone, right? And I can say date and time together. And you want to display some in different manner. I mean, uh, some decimal fraction seconds you want to display, right? Generally, airlines and real times where they are working, they are using the timestamp, right? So this is another data type, and don't worry, with practical we will understand this. Then interval data type. This is similar to this only, but thing is here. You will get the timer you are setting, and in that increment and decrement you are giving for the some certain values. For example, you are setting the time for the 2 o'clock only, not 2 and 1, not 2:10, not 2:12, like 2:15, 2:30, like that. So intervals, right? So this is what they have, various type of a data type. Then they are talking about user defined data type. Domains. uh, Guys, I'm going fast, but this is theory, and you have ample idea about data types. That's why I'm going fast, right? Practical will do properly. So name used with attribute specification. For example, rather giving some inbuilt data type, you want to give this some different data type. In this case, you see, this is they have taken create domain. Domain is user defined data type. SSN type. SSN type. Domain SSN type. So SSN basically you can say integer. In some cases alphanumeric. So domain will contain that numerical and alphanumeric also, and with some certain range. Okay, so they have defined that length. Okay, lot of steps we have done. Then type is there. This is also user defined type. You want to know the type, which type of a data type you're using, that moment type. Okay, we are done, right? We are done with data types. That much data types in your SQL, right? Now we have very important topic called as specifying constraint in SQL. Specifying constraint in SQL. And basically you have key, entity integrity, and referential integrity. I'm telling you, key is nothing but for example, primary key value cannot duplicate. If you recall yourself, one table yesterday I have explained in the classroom, and for AI ML student and another IS and DS student, I'm telling long back we have understand this topic with the help of one table. In that I have explained what are the constraint applicable for the keys, right? And in your notes, I have clearly given these topics, right? Uh, I will prepare the SQL notes also, and it will take some 2 days or 3 days time. Later on, I will share the SQL notes along with these PPT. Okay, and once I will get the some pattern of a questions, that also I will let you know what type of a questions you may prepare for your internal examinations. So thing is, I have listed out these things and highlighted in your notes also. So keys constraint. I mean, some keys are there. For example, I told you conceptual keys like alternate key, candidate key, um, composite key, and few more keys are there, right? And similarly, we have major keys like primary key, unique key, and super key, and kind of keys like foreign key. Okay. So there are some certain conditions for that. For example, if primary key you are talking about, that should not be null and that should not be duplicate. Okay. Similarly, integrity key, in entity key integrity constraint. I mean, primary key value cannot be null. Again, referential integrity. Referential is nothing but primary key which is helping the connection of a table. So one table, first table primary key is primary key, second table primary key become foreign key. Referential integrity. Okay. This is called as referential integrity. The foreign key must have value that already present in the primary key, and they may null, but must be available. That I will tell what the meaning of this. And they're talking about attributes and all. Okay, now we are ready. Default, we will learn null, null. That also I will explain with practical. So primary key, how you can declare the primary key. So attribute name, data type, and after that you write the particular key, whatever key you want to write. This is how you can declare the keys. Okay. Unique, unique clause. I mean, this must be unique. Name must be unique. So that is what they have mentioned. Okay. Foreign key clause. So these are the, see, this is all the conditions and scenarios they have written. Okay. So I will share this. You go through this and try to understand these things. And the same thing through the examples they have explained here. Okay. Same thing with the examples. For example, employee table, attribute, data type, not null, and default. Okay. And some constraint they maintain, and the alias they given employee PK means employee must be primary key. Primary key they have taken SSM. This some scenario they have given. Don't worry. This later I will explain. Not in this class. Everything we can't do in the one class. So I am stopping theoretical part here only. In next online class, I will explain this theory. But now I will take you on the direct MySQL, and there whatever as a theory you have learned, same thing we will do through practical, and one any exam question we will solve. Right. Now this we will do another 1 hour we have, so we will do that. So I'm going to take this. Okay, I'm going to take this, and before coming to this, let me plan what we want to do. Let me plan. Okay, uh, let me take you on whiteboard. So let me plan what I wanted to do. So some table we will create, right? Database we will create, and moreover we will work on that. Guys, do you have heard crude operation? Do you have idea of a crude operations? Crude operations? Crude. Sorry, this E is not there. Okay. So SQL is basically defining this crude operation. Please mark this. What is this crude operation? C for create. C for create. R for retrieve. R for retrieve. U for update. And D for delete. Okay. D for delete. So these are four major things we want to perform today's class. Okay. Now, I hope whiteboard is visible and I'm audible, right? If any problem, please let me know. Now, task is one small task only I will do. You tell what table we should create. Okay, first database we will create. I mean, let me list out. First, we will create database, then we will create table, right? Then we will insert the value. Okay. Then inserting value, then retrieve the value. Okay. Then retrieve the value, then update the value, and then delete the value. These many tasks we will do in one practical, one stretch, one go, right? So that you will get the idea how to perform. Already multiple time I have explained this in classroom also. Moreover, how to create database, how to create table, how to insert value, and how to retrieve data through the selector. Update and delete. These two I did not use, but today in the class I will do, right? So let me take first some database. So directly I am taking the database of a student only. Okay. So a student means you see here, first task is student table. Let's say college database. College database. Database name should be college. Table name student. The attributes of these tables are, let's say, USN, name, and age, and what you can say, mobile number. Okay. So these things will do. Guys, practically we will do, right? So I can say USN is USN must be integer, not integer. Varchar,
Where can
And someone has, I think, please mute yourself. Varchar and length, some length you give, and let's say you say unique, not unique, you say primary key, right? Name, name, varchar, and length is there, and I will tell this should not be null. Name should not be null. Age, age I will say date. Okay, date you have studied pronoun for type. And mobile number I will say integer. And okay, this much. Okay, and mobile I will say unique. You know, mobile number is unique. So now you are getting the constraint also, how you can apply the constraint, right? And in which scenario you can apply which constraint. So you have gone through that these constraint, right? So one by one we will do this. Okay, I hope this makes sense. And we will insert some value. And what operation we will do? First, for creating DB and table, we will use DDL. Okay, and to use the table or DB, we will use DDL. Okay. Next, we'll insert the values. For inserting values, we will use DML. Then we will perform the query. Query means retrieval. I mean, you want to retrieve some data. That means you will use DML. I will use for acceptance or rejection, commit, commit and rollback. Okay. This is through commit and rollback through command called as transaction query language, transaction control language. And grant and revoke, this later on we will see. Okay, not in this class. Grant and revoke, we will understand this later on. Now, this is the task. This is the task for another 45 minutes, right? So this is how you will plan. What I have done, this relational model I have created, right? This is what the first chapter, and in that, what is relation, what is data types, what is constraint, everything I have explained here, right? This is how practically you have to frame the things. If you have a practice, easily you can frame this all. Okay, let me share the MySQL. Okay, now people are going out. I hope this MySQL is visible for you all. And in this time, I will take some, because it's a common class, so I will take different data type. Uh, Let me zoom this. Okay. I want everyone's concentration. The order in the which order we have planned, the same order I will do. So first, my task is uh, I will go in the, I mean, generic order, but what rules I have given to you to write the commands, you should follow. Okay. Otherwise, let me go with the rules only. Create, create. This is inbuilt coming in blue part, right? Now, create what I want to create. I want to create database, right? So then I will write database. So written database, and I will give the database name is college, and college is in caps form and semicolon. As I told you, every SQL statement will get end with a semicolon. This is what the meaning. How you will create? Create command, database command, and the database name. This would be the syntax. So here you can comment it. The creation of creation of database. Okay. You see, I have given comment also. I have given comment also, right? If I will run it, I will run it. This will create database and database name would be college. Let me refresh it. Now college database came here. Now you see schema is selected. Now next part is I will do use use database. Database means college. I want to use college. And one more thing, guys, this is non-case sensitive programming language. There is no matter how you are writing, only spelling should be correct. And use college and semicolon. I need to hit enter. And now you selected your schema. Now you are ready to use schema. This is called as schema. After that, what task I will do? That is called as schema only, but under that I will create the catalog, right? So theory you can correlate with the practical one. So next task would be creating the table. Create table. So what you want to create, that you write down here. Create table. These two are inbuilt command. After that, you have to give the table name. As I said, my table name would be student. And after student, you need to define what you are calling that attributes, means columns. And USN I have taken, name I have taken, age I have taken, mobile number I have taken. So four, and one more I will take. Let's say department. Okay, our course or department, whatever. Five attributes we will store. So after giving parentheses, you can list out all those. Um, you can write here also. I mean, in the same line, or else in the. I mean, till you are not putting the semicolon, you can write in any number of changing line or in the one row also. No problem. To look good, I am using in such a way, right? Okay, so first my target is creating USN as a attribute. As I told you, my USN would be int, and that should be primary key. That should be primary key. This is inbuilt, that's why it is coming in the you can say blue tick. Okay, comma. By comma separation, you can list out all the attributes. Okay, so another attributes I have taken name. And as I told you, no name is inbuilt. So I will tell here is to underscore name, right? And then I will say the what I will do here. I will take data type. I will give the length. For example, name length I have given 15, and I am telling this should not be null. This should not be null, and you can observe this is inbuilt. This should not be null. Okay, not null. This is one of the inbuilt, you can say, feature uh, clause. You can say data type. I mean, operator also. Okay. I hope, guys, you are getting what I'm explaining. Okay. Student name. After that, my third is age. And age, as I told you, that will be a date type, and no constraint I will assign to this. And last one more, mobile number, and this I will tell integer, and that I will tell that should be unique. Okay, so you can observe here, since this all is inbuilt, that's why it is in a blue tick. Now one more I told you, one more I will take as, let's say, department number. Okay, department number. Okay, and department number I will take varchar. Okay, why varchar? Maybe CS 101, AIML 402, like that. Varchar, and that's fine. And length, let's say 20. Okay, done. Last, you need not to give comma, and you have open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and semicolon. So you have created table. So my task is uh, table, table creation. Okay. You observe here by giving two hyphen or this dash or minus minus after space, whatever you're writing, this is considered as a your comment part. And for better programming, you can comment it. You know this programming practices you have. Okay. Now let me execute it. I will execute it. Oh, it is telling some mistakes. You are error SQL syntax error. Can anyone tell what error I have made? Varchar 20. So dot is not applicable. I need to remove dot. Okay. See, I made error. Through this, I came to know that in the hint error, they are giving dot is not applicable. So now it will be working. Now observe that it is successful. Okay. Now table is created. Guys, see, this is how you can learn also, right? Learning by doing. Now table is created. Now I want to check whether table is there or not. You see under college database, since we are using college database, under college database, no table is there. See, no arrow mark is there. So what I will do, I will refresh it. As soon as I refreshed, I got the arrow. After arrow mark, I got the student, which is I have created. Now you see it is in caps form, but it is written here in, I mean, a small letter. This means this shows that SQL is non-case sensitive programming language. Is that clear? I hope this all making sense. Now you click on this, you will get the columns, indexes, foreign keys, and triggers. And this feature is called as catalog. This feature is called as catalog. Still, we are working on only columns. We are not working on indexes, foreign key, and triggers. Slowly, we'll move on to indexes, foreign key, and triggers also. Don't worry. So under columns, you have created those things. USN, student name, age, mobile number, and your department number. Observe here. USN coming underline means primary key, since I have given primary key. So by this, you can understand this is called as your schema. This is called as a schema. Okay. Schema means overall structure or definition of the table. I hope this makes sense to you all. And this is how, and mobile number also in bold form. Why? Because I have written mobile should be unique. Okay. That's why it is coming in bold form. Okay. So this is how you can learn, guys. Now table is created, a database created, selecting schema. This is called a selecting schema. Okay. Select schema. So everything I will write here only. And guys, these things is very important at the beginning point of stage. Please make sure you are not making any spelling mirror error. You are following the standard in such a way you have studied the no, naming convention, everything, right? And few more things I'm going to list out. How many are there? Okay. So next task is, what is the next task? What I was listed out in the our whiteboard, creating database, and now insert I will do, right? Insert operation I will do. Guys, please confirm it's visible. MySQL is visible because I'm shuffling between the my notebook and this one. Okay. Anyone, please tell me MySQL is visible. Are you there or everyone gone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, my work is inserting. So as of now, whatever you have done, that is called as DDL operation. So I will write here on the top only as a comment form. This is DDL. Okay, DDL. Now this is DML. DML means the table which I have created. I want to insert value in that table, right? This table. Okay. So how I can insert? With the help of DML command, data manipulation language. And you explore this all. I have already given the lecture on this. Now, how to insert the value? To do that, you need to use insert command. After that, into clause, insert command into clause, insert into where you want to insert in my table. My table name is student. Okay, and how you can do this with the help of since we have a multiple attributes, so we will keep the values, not value. This is a small difference you have to keep in mind. And now go to down and row wise. Row wise, you need to insert the values. Okay, and insert into student values. Values you observe here. You can check here how to insert the values. So first is USN. USN should be primary key, means unique and not null. You can't put null here and you can't repeat this, right? If you will do, that will not work. So one not one, that is my USN. Your student name, let's say some name is there from the classroom over the Vijay. Okay. Now, age, I have given date. So date is also in the quotes you have to keep, right? So there is some pattern you need to follow. As I told you, this is American pattern we are following. So we will go through that. Visa, let's say born in 2006 or 5, whatever, hyphen, month, let's say 9, and date is also 9. And this I just This is how you can use the date, right? Please, guys, understand. Four times y, m, and dd. This is how what the pattern you should follow. And other data types also you can use along with that at time if you are aware about. Mobile number, let me take some mobile number, and that should be unique. And the mobile number, I'm telling some 989898, some 10 digits of a mobile number. 98, right? Comma. Department number. Let's say visa department number is AIML 201. Okay. So done. One value, one row I have inserted in the table. Similarly, I want to insert some five values. Okay, some five values. So this is how you can change the small. You should not. You can't repeat, otherwise it will throw error. This time I will give some next and another value. I will give some Shivam, and he born in 7 and the same date. Let it be there. Change the mobile number. Okay, and he belongs to CSC. So I will tell CSC. Similarly, one more element, three row I will keep, right? So three, and this time I will take Ganesh, and he born in 2005. Let's say 5, and let's say October month, and his mobile number is, let's say, 99. Okay, and he belongs to, let's say, ISC, just a dummy, and okay, let it be. Now I'm done. Last, you put the semicolon. Okay. This is how you have taken the values. Now, if I will run it, it is throwing error. Mobile at row 1. What is happening? Out of range. Okay, okay. Uh, you can, it is out of range. So I need to take only integer range value. Okay, you see 10 digit, it won't work. So some dummy data I have to take, right? Now you saw the prospect again, key student mobile number, uh, duplicate entry. Okay, you can't give the duplicate entry since mobile number should be unique. So you are seeing that after writing unique, you can't repeat the same value. Okay, so I will change it. Okay, now it will work. Guys, you can observe that what is the prospect of a constraint. Now things are inserted. Okay, you got the green tick. Guys, makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Now, 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 next operation is I need to retrieve the data, right? What till now I have done? I have created database, I have created table, I have given the attributes, their types, their constraints, then I have applied a DML insert command. Now I'm going to use another DML command called as select. Select. Select what? I want to display all from, so asterisk from where? From the student. Okay. This is called as retrieval. This step called as retrieval or performing query. Performing query retrieval. Okay. Now let me run it. Observe here. Everything is coming perfectly. And down one row is coming what you're calling null. Null. Okay. That I will explain. But you got the idea. Okay. So retrieval I have done. Till here, no problem. If you do wisely, you will get everything properly. Okay. Whatever I have done, you are getting here, right? Now, task is I want to insert one more row, one task. I want to update this. For example, now I will explain update operation. How to perform update operation. So, update operation basically they are following some syntax. For example, update what you want to update. I want to update my student table, right? In that, what value you want to update. So you have to use set, okay? And what you want to set. So which you want to update that you need to set first. So for example, I want to set, I can say mobile number, right? Let's say mobile number. Mobile number. and some value I will give. Okay, I will value, and then I will select where which for which particular rules or value you want to set it. So where I will say ID equals to ID equals to 103 since ID is unique. This is how you have to use update operation, right? This is syntax. Okay, so let me do that. Update, update, update. What you want to update? I want to update my student. Okay. In that, set. What you want to set? I want to change this Shiva mobile number, right? One not two. So I will tell mobile. I will tell mobile equals to some sort and seven. Okay, and then I will tell where ID equals to sorry USN equals to ID means USN, which is unique. Okay, you can give anything referencing. Okay, reference one, not two. Okay, and semicolon. If my syntax is correct, now definitely you will get the output, right? Definitely you will get the output. What output you will get? One, not two will become 777, right? Let me check. And now let me retrieve the data again. Okay, let me retrieve the data again. Observe here, value got changed. So update means this operation. I mean, you want to update the table values. In that case, DML command is providing the one of a command called as update. In that you are using the update command with the help of set. Set is a clause and where is the clause. Okay. This is how you can do. Now one more task, I can say under CRUD operation, I mean create and retrieve and delete and update and delete. So now one task I am going to perform that is called as delete operation. So how to use delete operation? Okay. So I'm showing you. Uh, if you are deleting the complete student, it will remove the complete this values itself. So I want to delete only one row. How you can delete it? You see here how you can do it. I want to perform delete operation. Delete operation. Okay. I hope everyone is getting this point. And after this, I will take one examination question. Very important question. First, I will show which question I'm going to perform and how you can handle the exam questions based on this small understanding, right? Actually, this is not a small understanding since we are from the last 1 month, we are working on this. So we have a lot of idea. Based on that, only we are able to perform this much. SQL is very important and very fantastic declarative programming language in that you can easily perform your operations because there is nothing as such complexity as you are getting in the normal programming languages. But here, some certain rules you need to keep in mind, right? So delete operation, basically, likewise, you have seen that update operation. Similarly, you will get the delete operations like guys, maybe I'm going fast because it's a recorded mode. So later on, I will share the recording also. Time being, you just interact with this process. I need to cover more maximum topic. Uh, so delete operation. Uh, to do that, I have to use delete command. Okay, delete command. Delete from where? From my student table, right? Delete from a student. Okay, delete from a student. What you want to delete? Let's say you can say like where where null is there. Let me check whether it will work or not. I never used null. You see the last rows is are null. Okay, where null. Okay, or else we'll check it later. Let me take some valid value. Where let's say I want to delete 103, right? Where USN equals to 101, let's say. Okay, and semicolon. If my syntax is correct, that should remove the 101 means Vijay data should be removed from this place. Okay, let me check it. Yes, it's correct. I got the output here. So now let me retrieve the value. Okay, you check here. Now you see 101 removed from the table. Guys, if I will do the rollback. What will happen here? The very important point which you have to keep in mind. I want to roll back. You see here, roll back. I told you, na, your TCL, transaction query language, command control language, rollback. I am going to do rollback. Let me run it. Now let me retrieve the data. Nothing happened because deleted item you can't retrieve. Okay. Deleted item can't retrieve. So rollback purpose is taking you one step back. So whatever before deleting we have done, that operation will get affect. Okay. So time being, I'm not going to discuss about rollback and commit operation because this will again too lengthy process. Now let me take the one simple example from the your exam, right? Guys, till here any problem? I think there is nothing as such. We are not getting such problem because it's quite straightforward. Whatever we have done. Okay. So this we have done. Okay. Uh, so let me share first question paper so that you can understand which we are going to learn. It was expected 250 students, but still as of now 111, and that is not a good sign. I don't know how they will do in their exam. We are doing here something which is fruitful for their career only. Okay. So let me show first, I think PPT is visible. Let me show some question papers and you can observe that question papers are there. And you see SQL student, USN name, branch, percentage, similarly another table, faculty, course, enrollment, and based on that some certain questions like retrieve the name of all students enrolled in the CSC branch only, some certain constraint basis. Okay, that we will do, no problem. Let me take some few more. I want to show some hard question. These all easy questions. You see this question, fourth B. Construct a table called student that contains attributes student ID, name, department, and CGPA. Means you have to create one student table under any database, okay, which contain student ID, means USN number, name, department, and CGPA, and execute the following given task. One is add extra column. Extra column means after doing, you have to add extra column called as student, I mean scholarship amount. I mean fifth one, two, three, four, fifth column attribute with domain. Domain means user defined. User defined. Okay. Then insert three records into the table. Insert three rows in the table. Then update details of the department column. You can update any, I mean, you can perform update operation, which I have done. Rename a column of the student table using alter command. Alter is the DDL. Okay. So we will rename it and delete the student whose student ID is 103. You see, fourth A, almost 90% question just we have solved, right? Only some two questions are extra that we are going to implement in that. Okay. So this only I will solve that I have already solved. So to preserve the time, only I will take the copy paste in our palette and there only I will explain. Okay. Another 20 minutes we have in that I will explain and make sure your attendance is getting marked automatically by the teams. Okay. I'm using the official Nagarjuna College. So this will already mapped with your official, I mean, so please make sure out of 239, which is the collection of our accumulated strength of the Tori, in that only 111 members are available. It's not good sign anyway. I can't control it. It is your call. Okay, let me share the MySQL again. You got the question, right? Now let me share MySQL Workbench. See, guys, it is tough for me also to get in taking classes stretch in the 2 hours. Okay. And that too, this all I'm explaining for your purposes only. Please utilize these things. You might have a resources, but if you have any doubt, you please reach out. Okay. So I'm just what you can call it. I'm just making done here only. Okay. This one down to that, I will solve the question. Okay. So that question I have already solved. Let me take first task is okay. First task is might you have seen the questions? Okay. So my first task is I have to create a student table, construct the table. A student table, right? So my first task is table construction. I will create the table. So I have created already. So let me take the data. So to create the table, what I should use? DDL command. Guys, is that clear? So DDL command I will use. And you see here, create table student ID, int, primary key, name, their data type. You can keep as a attribute name, no problem, but it is better to use some different, attribute naming convention. I mean, it's a better to use always some different name, which is not inbuilt, department and CGPA, right? If I will execute it, definitely my table will get created, but this time you need to change the student table because already student is created, so you can't keep duplicate table in the same database, right? If you will create now, some error will throw, right? So better to change this. So I will say student one. Okay. Now I will run. Then in the here in the table, one more table will get created called as student one. Let you just see how it will work. This will help you to how to create the multiple table in the same program. Now you see my output is green tick. So let me refresh it. Now you observe here down to student. First, we have created table. Now we have another table called as student one. And in that, the columns are, you see, a student ID, student name, and department, and CGP. And you observe student ID is underlined form, means PK, primary key is there, right? Because here you have taken primary key. I hope till here, no problem is there. Okay. Now, in your, I think, first internal exam, they might not give a multiple table join operation. That is the part of the advanced SQL as per your syllabus in the third module, first chapter, right? So that operation, you need not to prepare that to merge the multiple table. That's why I'm not more emphasizing on the foreign key operation. I mean, individually key constraint you have to study, in that foreign key you have to explain. But when it comes to table formulation and their operations for the IA perspective, you need not to worry about that much level. Okay. Join operation, when I will explain that moment foreign key, or else foreign key alone I will explain. Don't worry, right? Okay. So a table is created. Now, second task, I need to insert DML. Through the DML, I need to insert the value. And the second question they were telling, I need to change the column name. Guys, if you recall what they were telling in the question, they were telling add scholarship amount column with domain. Domain means user defined, right? So let's see how I will do. This is very important, which you need to learn, right? This is the learning part. You will not get this anywhere, right? So this I am recording here now. This will help you all. How to add column? Because here already you have created 4 columns. One column extra you are going to add in the same given column. If I retrieve this, let's say I will retrieve this, select from all, means your student one, right? Student one. Okay. If I will do this, you see what output you will get. You see what is coming: student ID, name, department, CGPA. Only these 4 columns are coming. Now I need to add at last one more column, called as is scholarship, uh, scholarship amount. Okay, scholarship amount type. This I am going to add one more column. Okay. And alias they have taken. I mean, here only they are defining their data types also, right? This is how you can use as alias. Decimal means that amount, possibly maybe you are getting 6 lakhs rupees scholarship. That to 6 lakhs rupees, 7,000 rupees, 6 lakhs 70,000, 7,323 rupee 22 paisa. So this two will talk about after decimal 2 digit. Okay. And this 10 digit means till 10 digits means billions. Okay. Hmm. So this is how you can apply the user-defined data type. Means create domain. Domain means your user-defined data type. This is your column name, similar to this. And since you are not creating the table, already created table, and that moment you have declared this in such a way. Now I am what you are calling adding the column through user defined. So as is alias, I mean one clause which is helping to add the alias. And here nothing as such alias. Here is a data type you are defining, right? So let me run it. Now you see. Oh, some error. You have error in SQL syntax. Domain type syntax error. Let me check it what this is telling. So sometime you are getting the such errors also. Okay. At line 1, MySQL server version right syntax is to use near domain. Domain spelling is correct now. Yes, spelling is correct. Okay. Let me check this way. Uh, this is not correct. So domain is not correct. So what I should do? Create columns. We want to create a column, right? Okay, guys, I'm stopping here at this one. I will check it error and then I will come to this particular question, right? I will check and I will let you know. Don't worry. What was the second question? Second question, because I want to preserve the time. Okay. Second question was insert 3 records. And you know very well how to insert the records. You know very well how to insert the records. And to insert the records, you have to use insert into the table name. The table name you have defined is student one. Okay. Then values, and one by one, you have to insert the values based on the defined attributes. And time being, you have only these 4 attributes, right? So this this I will explain. Now I'm explaining just inserting the values with respect to this. And you also do the practice these things, okay? So let me take already I have created, but I will change this, okay? I will change this. Okay. So here I need to take one. And this is another way. This is another way, uh, if you don't want to use together, direct you can write a single line. This is also will work. Okay. Let me remove this scholarship part because that is now wrong. No more correct. Okay. Okay. So if I will select it, I will run it. This will get insert. Now I want to check whether it is inserted or not. So I will retrieve the value. I will retrieve the value through this command. And you see 3 rows are inserted, right? And their respective values with the respect of attributes. Now, what question was asking? Update department columns. Update department columns. Same thing repeated. I'm repeating again and again. You observe here department CSE, IT, and EC is given. Now, I'm going to update the department column. So, how I will update student one set department CS, uh, where uh, student ID is 1. Let's see. Earlier, what was that? I forgot actually. Earlier, it was CSC. Now you want to write the name CS. Not you want to write CSC, you want to write CS. So let me check it. So now again, I will run it. You observe here, it became now CS from CSC, right? So this is how you will perform the update operation. This is easy one. And I can say rename the column using insert value. Okay, sorry, using alter command. How you will use the this one? Let me check. Let me give the answer for that. Rename a column values. Okay, rename the column values in admitting. Alter command basically is a DDL command. Guys, please do remind yourself. Alter command is DDL command, right? Now I want to rename the some column. For example, these columns are given. I want to rename the name as full name. No? So how I will do? How I will do to do that? We have some alter command syntax. Okay. So to do that, you observe here alter table. Table name is student one. Rename. Then you need to use rename. Rename means alter command and rename command. Both commands you are using and both are, I think, falling under DDL only. Okay. And then column name. Then column name. Column name, which column name you want to change? I want to change name. Sorry. Let it be like that. And column name. Okay. Column name. Column means already name is there. To full name. Now let me run it. Okay. Now let me check it whether it is working or not. If I will run it, you see earlier here was name. You can still here I did not refresh. Here it is coming name. And here it is coming full name. Let me refresh it. Now it became full name. You can observe here. Okay. So this is how you can rename the attributes name also after the creating the everything. Later on, you want to edit the your table. This is how you can use alter keyword. Alter keyword with the help of rename keyword. So this is till where we have done. One more question in that. I want to delete one record. I want to delete one record. I want to delete record called as where student ID is 103. 103 means Amit. Amit record I want to delete. How we can delete? You know very well. To run delete command. Okay. So delete from student one where student ID is 103. Let me run it. Now let me check it. Now you see 103 gone. Okay. Now 103 gone. Guys, you note down one task how to remove this null from here. Down automatically null is coming. No? How I can remove this null? This is your task. Please note down this task. Do by yourself. If you are not getting in next class, I will do this. Now I want everyone attention for a 5 minutes, which is for the further in your internal examination is required. Okay. So as I said in the beginning of the classroom only, uh, let me share my whiteboard. Okay, I hope the whiteboard is visible to you all. Uh, Now everyone, please concentrate. Uh, I'm getting tiredness, so I need a tea. From the past 2 hours, I'm speaking continuous. Okay. So the purpose is today I explain theory related to SQL. Okay, till your data type. Okay. Now, few things I'm letting you know, which is very important. Let me take you on syllabus direct. It will be more easy. So many things are there. Where is the syllabus? I need to check first. This is syllabus part. Now observe guys, everyone, you see here. Uh, I have explained relational model concept, but I think I started for the AIML, DS, and IS this second topic also. But for CSE, I did not start this topic. Okay. This relational model constraint and relational database schemas. Okay. Update operation, transaction operation, and dealing with the constraint violations. This I did not explain, right? Only I explain this, I can say for all properly. Rest everything I have given in notes in the form of questions only. And in that, this constraint model, relational model constraint and violation of a constraint is very important. I'm telling you every year this question being asked. So strong chances of asking of these questions. So in my notes, theoretical it is given. You read that now only you will catch the all the points related to that. In SQL, what is SQL? Data definition and types. and even schema change statement. This also I explained in today's classroom only. Okay. Some constraint I have explained. Okay. For example, primary key today I explained. Okay. Retrieval of queries in the SQL. This also I explained. Insert, delete, update operation. This also I have explained. So you can say that SQL basic operations I have completed. You observe this. Within 2 hours it is getting completed, but still notes is required, right? So to support that notes, I will share this PPT. Parallelly, I will prepare the notes. Once I will complete the notes, handwritten notes, I will share in the group. For your learning purpose, I am sharing the PPT for these two. These two complete along with my notes. Go follow the that PPTs, because that PPT is containing ditto these topics from the Navate book, right? And please be in touch with your friends who are in the regular classes. As soon as you are getting, either I am getting the any update from their end, I will let you know, or you let me know, sir, these are things are there, right? And by that you can handle the I can say your internal exam. After that, conduct one more class. Okay. In that I will previous year question. Okay. So that you are more confident in the module 2. Module 1 I have given a lot. Module 2, one more online class I will conduct one more day. Only one online class. Okay. As per this response, today only 100 or some 100 odd came. That is not satisfactory. I want everyone. If not coming, it's their choice, but still I will complete one day, one more class I will conduct. Okay. When I will plan, I will let you know prior to that, and I will take the your feasible time. And moreover, I'm thinking that this afternoon time is okay. Otherwise, in holidays, if you are comfortable, night time also, it is fine. Early morning, you are okay. Early morning also fine. But you are late sleeping. So early morning, I think it is not applicable. Okay. So afternoon or evening, again, I will conduct the poll, and based on that, I will conduct the one more class, and I will take your doubts in that class. Please, guys, in that class, you come with your doubts so that you will get the proper clarification. Moreover, if you are require any other clarification, please do interact with the Bhargav sir also. Parallelly, he will help you, right? I have already conveyed. I have requested to sir. He will help, right? And moreover, if you are convenient, you can talk with me also. I will let you know what the problems are there. So apart from that, what you need to follow along with this, I mean, my PPT, Geek for Geeks, I mean, I will share this PPT's link. You follow that link, right? And you can convince yourself on the topics, and please do prepare properly for exam. Then we will discuss about if your internal exam will get postponed, or they will take it in some other date. Then in classroom also some interaction we will get, and there more understanding will take on these topics. Thank you for joining, guys. And any review or comments are there, please you can post, and you can leave now. Thank you for coming, and please do learn properly. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm
Thank you, sir.